Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Toy Reviews. So for today's video we have Sideswipe and his minicon, which can pop out of his back port like this. Come on, there we go. Nightbeat. Yeah, there isn't really much to say about this toy, so I'll just talk a little bit about him as a character on the show, and then we'll just get this piece of shit over with. Now, on the show, he is introduced as really just a kid. He's a kid, basically, and he comes onto the show and he idolizes Blur, and Blur, since he is so good, Blur just try and brushes off that he has like a fanboy, but yeah, he's basically Blur's fanboy for the first two episodes he's introduced. And then Blur says, yeah, fuck you, I don't want to deal with you, you're really annoying and you're in the way. So he dumps Sideswipe on Hotshot, and him and Hotshot becomes bros. Literally, he calls him a bro, and it's kind of annoying. So Sideswipe, he really doesn't contribute much to the show. He really just, maybe his arc is basically a sort of a guy who's a little lost. He hasn't found himself just yet, and he tries to find someone to look up to, and then lesson learned is that you need to try and be more like yourself and not try to imitate others. So yeah, I guess he's an okay character. His arc is completely okay, it's just that I don't prefer him. Now, let's get on with his toy. His vehicle mode is fucking cool. Look, this is an awesome sports car, and since it's a little bit older, it's kind of reminiscent to the G1 transformations, but I love this vehicle mode. It looks cool as hell. So, let's get on with Nightbeat. Nightbeat is a cool little... Oh shit, I'm sorry, I have to hold up this table with my knees, so it's gonna be a little shaky, so let's hope that Sideswipe doesn't fucking fall off it. Nightbeat is a cool little chopper, but for his robot mode, I have to say that he is pretty disappointing. Fold these down, fold those up, there we go. Yeah, that's about it. There you have Nightbeat. What the fuck am I looking at? He can't stand for shit, since his legs don't carry any weight to them at all. But whatever. He's not important. He only appears on the show like 2 or 3 times when he power links. He's never established as a partner to Sideswipe. He's basically just shoehorned in there like, oh, power link. Who the fuck was that? Oh well. Here we go. When he power links, you press this little port right here. There we go. And out goes his back windshield, and you can pop him in there. You can store Nightbeat in here if you want to, like so. But, well, that's not really the purpose here. If you deploy him there and then press the Autobot emblem on the hood, this is a little clunky, but when you press it, it's supposed to, come on, deploy both of these. That's why I hate this toy, since the functions are extremely clunky. But once it's deployed, this is how it looks. This is his super mode. He apparently goes faster because his hood is bigger and stuff. I never understand this. He uses this like once or twice on the show, but it doesn't look very attractive. It's not an impressive transformation, but, well, it's there. So that's basically his minicon function. Let's get on with the transformation. Yeah, that's about it. Look at this fuck. I mean, he has what is so ugly about this fucking guy is that he has chunks of car sticking out of him on every limb. His fists are the hood of the car. Look at this. I guess you can separate these, but that will just cause imbalance if they are deployed like so. I guess you could use them as sort of boxing fists, but yeah. Basically his gauntlets are the hood of the car, and his legs are the back section of the car. And you can't really see the robot mode. It's just like a car standing up. See, if I do this. Here is like the car mode. Basically just flip him around, fold out the hands and fold out the feet. There we go. So I would say this is a really lazy design. I mean, I could give them some slack since Sideswipe is a small character, so it's a lot smaller, it's a lot harder to manufacture parts for him. But yeah, he is pretty fucking dumb. He has a little minicon feature where you plug him in here and he basically just... Come on, since this thing bends up forward, it's really hard to use the minicon function. Well, just give me a second. Yeah, basically you can use the minicon function to raise his arm up and down so it looks like he's jerking off. It's pretty dumb actually. However, Nightbeat looks pretty cool hooked up to Sideswipe. I think it looks kind of cool having him up there. I'll wheel up here. Well, moving on to Sideswipe's gun that actually comes with him. Here we go. It's a two-parter in transparent orange. Here is the actual gun. It's a neat little large pistol actually. It kind of reminds me of a big revolver with some attachments to it. And it's got a little hole on the bottom where you can attach his little knife, which is kind of pointless since it's so small. But if you attach it, there we go. Small bayonet. So I guess I like the gun, it's a cool design. But it's pretty hard for him to hold the bayonet since his gauntlet is interfering with it. See the size here? That's his entire hand, and then there's the gun. Oh my lord, you failed this character. So I would suggest removing the bayonet entirely since it literally can't fit in there. I guess you can use the knife in the other hand. Let me just place it in there. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. You can have the knife in one hand and then the gun in the other. See, I like this gun. It's a cool gun. But yeah, that's basically Sideswipe for you. I would recommend, do not fucking get this guy. You're gonna get really disappointed. His vehicle mode is awesome, but his robot mode sucks complete ass. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time on Toy Reviews.